Upgrading from Thesis 1.6 to Thesis 1.7 is very simple. The first thing that we need to do is download the Thesis 1.7.zip file. So we'll click Download Thesis 1.7 now, and then we'll click OK. And for Macs, and actually for most computers now, once you download your zip files, they typically will automatically extract any of the folders or files contained within them. So what you're really looking for is the thesis_17 folder that you get from extracting the .zip. So thesis_17 folder is what will actually go onto our server. To get that on there, we're going to need to open up our FTP client. For this tutorial, I'll be using FileZilla. So in FileZilla, we'll go File, Site Manager, and we'll select the site that we want to open. And you'll see that on the right, the server contents appear. So let's go ahead and start off by going into WP-content, and then we'll go into Themes. And the first thing we're going to do is back up our Thesis 1.6 custom folder. So let's click on the Thesis 1.6, and we'll click on the custom folder. And we're just going to drag that to the left, which is our computer, the local computer. And it just takes 1 second to load. So now we've got a copy of our Thesis 1.6 custom folder on our computer. So let's go back to the server side. We'll go up one level to the Themes. And this is where we're going to put our Thesis 1.7 folder that we downloaded and extracted. So let's just click, drag and drop. And this will take just 1 second to load on there. While it's loading, I'd just like to share with you a couple of options for the FTP clients. There are free ones, there are ones that are pay, and there are just a couple that I really like. One is CyberDuck for Windows users, WinSCP, and my favorite for Mac users is called Transmit. It is a pay one, but it is by far the best. So now we need to get into Thesis 1.7 and make a couple changes here. So let's go on into Thesis 1.7, and the first thing that we're going to do, normally we would just rename this custom-sample, but for right now we need to get our old custom folder, or our custom folder from 1.6 into 1.7. So let's just click, drag, and drop, and it's just that simple. And this will take just 1 second to load. Okay, it's totally finished. Now let's go into the custom folder that we just loaded, and we're going to set some file permissions. So we need to click on Cache, and we'll right click and go to File Permissions, and instead of 755 it needs to be 775, and we'll just click OK. And then we'll do something similar for Layout CSS. We'll right click, File Permissions, except instead of this one being 644, we need to set it up to 666, and we'll just click OK. So we've got our permissions set, we've got our custom folder on there, we are ready to go over to the site and begin getting this activated. So let's start from the dashboard here, and from the dashboard we're going to go down to Appearance and then Themes, and we're going to click on 1.7, and we're going to say Activate Thesis up in the top right hand corner. Now you've got Thesis 1.7 ready to rock. Thank you for visiting the DIYthemes.com Thesis Video Tutorial Library.